And good Friday morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I am Ken, and this is Casual Coffee with Ken, the most of the time daily weekday show where I research interesting, fun, upbeat, and sometimes inspiring news stories to share with you. I'm trying to counteract the predominantly negative news that we see on local and network stations. Obviously, you want to be informed, but they just kind of hit you over the head over and over again with negativity. And I don't know about you, but that can be really wearing. So I wanted to do something a little different to help people start their day off on a more happy, positive note. So if it's your first time here, thank you for joining me. You can comment on this stream wherever you are watching, whether it's on my Twitch channel or my YouTube channel or on Facebook Live. Regardless of where you are, you can comment. I will see those comments on my computer screen, and then I can bring those comments in to the show live. And if you do choose to comment, please let me know where in the world you are watching from, because that's a big part of the appeal for me doing this, is getting to meet people from literally all over the world. It's just so much fun to consider that with the internet, all of us are in effect neighbors, and it's great. I think it's one of the more positive, awesome things about the internet. So when I first tried to go live this morning, there was a little bit of a hiccup, which sorry, my forehead itches today. I need more lotion. When I tried to go live first thing this morning, there was a bit of a hiccup, so I had to restart the stream. I'm going to give a couple of minutes here for people to find the relaunched stream on my channels, because I'm not sure what happened there, but it's technology. It glitches from time to time, and we live with it. But I hope your week has been good. I hope whatever you've been doing, that you are healthy, that you're hanging in there, that you and your family are safe, you're okay, that you have enough food, and that you're getting by, whatever you happen to be doing. I know we're all managing to deal with this quarantined life in different ways as best we can. But I'm always interested in hearing how other people are managing it. We've been doing okay. Karina and I are both healthy. Karina is as healthy as she can be. She has Crohn's disease, so she's just dealing with that on a daily basis. But we've been very careful, since she is immunosuppressed because of her Crohn's medication that she takes, the Humira. But yeah, we've been doing okay. Like most of you, I imagine, we've been doing a lot of Netflixing and watching things on Hulu and Crunchyroll. So fun stuff like that. We've just recently gotten to the final season of Adventure Time on Hulu. We've been watching that for what feels like forever now, and it's weird to think that we're in the final season. Finally, I think we're about 3 episodes in to season 10, and there's only 13, which is really weird, because if you go back to like seasons 4, 5, and 6, it was some insane amount of episodes, like 42 in a season. And so for the final season to just be 13 feels a little strange. We're not entirely used to that idea. But it's fun. It's a fun show. If you haven't seen it, you're missing out. I will tell you to give it some time. When I watched the first couple episodes, I was like, I don't know. This is really strange. But But if you can watch 5 episodes, and they're only like 12 minutes per episode, so you can binge through them pretty quick that way. But I would watch 5, and then if you're not feeling it, I fully respect your decision not to get into it. And good morning, Sean, reporting for duty. Happy Friday to you and Aaron. Hope everything's going well with you guys. And this is going to be a little bit of a different kind of show. Because normally, again, for those of you who might be watching for the very first time, normally I present a bunch of different segments of different types of news stories that I found that are interesting, fun, uplifting, inspiring sometimes. But today, I'm going to do something a little different because I don't like Twitter a lot of the time. It's very negative. It doesn't do wonders for my mental health. But something interesting happened on Twitter. Good morning, Dawn. Getting by, not a good week. Recovering from porphyria attack and being denied reasonable accommodation by my HOA, who are frankly jerks. Basically, they won't plow or pave my road. Wow. Yeah, I personally believe HOAs serve no legitimate purpose anymore, except to make a lot of money and do very little for that money. So I would love to see HOAs abolished. That's just my opinion, though. Glad you and your wife are okay. Thank you. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're hanging in there. Thank you, Don. And I'm sorry your HOA has a giant stick up their butts. So, but anyway, bureaucracy is always trying. It tries our patience at the best of times. Okay, so today's show is going to be a little different because of something that happened over on Twitter. I follow a few celebrities over there, and Tom's all, yes, giant stick, yeah, indeed. I follow a few celebrities over on Twitter, and one of them is the author Neil Gaiman. And if you're at all familiar with his works, you might have even seen the movie adaptation of Coraline, animation adaptation. Really good. It's a very good story, too. Neil Gaiman is a fantastic author. One of my favorite books is Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman. I love his I love his writing style. It's great. So been a fan for a long time. And my wife, Karina, has a signed copy. I think it's either of Neverwhere or it's of one of the Sandman comics, graphic novels that he signed. And so, yeah, we've both been fans of his for a long time. Well, someone was asking him on Twitter, a teacher, I believe, said, we'd really love to do readings of your stories for our classes. And Neil responded, and he basically, and I took a photo of the tweet, but he basically said, yes, I am giving blanket permission to anybody who is an educator or who has loved ones on the other side of a screen that you can read from my stories and share them on video. So I was excited because that's awesome. I mean, he doesn't have to do that. And some artists, whether they be authors or filmmakers or illustrators or whatever, some of them can be really, really precious with their copyrights. And I get it. You don't want people abusing your work, right? Your intellectual property. But at the same time, this is amazing because one thing that we desperately need right now is that feeling of connection. And for someone who has written so much and so many captivating stories to say, you know what, these are really extraordinary times, and if being able to read these stories and share them with your friends, family, your classmates, your students uh, is helpful, then go for it. So thank you, Neil Gaiman. You're awesome. I appreciate you. Um, so that inspired me to do a reading today from his graphic novel series, The Sandman. Sean says, Coraline was filmed here. Sean's in Oregon. Yes, that is very cool. Definitely woot. Oh, Greg, hey. Um, Gaiman is a fountain pen user. Yes. Yes, he is. He loves... Yeah, he loves his fountain pens. And yeah, the Sandman comics are great. And good morning, Greg. Thanks for joining. That's really cool. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do a reading from The Sandman, and I hope you guys like it. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive on into this. So this is kind of tricky to set up, but let's see how it works, shall we? Here we go. June 6th, 1916. Witch Cross, England. Wake up, sir. We're here. Already? I must have dozed off. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon. My name is Hathaway. Dr. John Hathaway. Can I... is Mr. Burgess available? The master is in his study, sir. Please, follow me. Dr. Hathaway, what an unexpected pleasure. Please, take a seat. Compton, some tea for our guest. So, I take it that you have reconsidered? After our meeting at the museum, I know what I said, but my son, Edmund, I got a telegram this morning. His destroyer was sunk last week off Jutland. He's dead. I brought you the book. I had to. If what you were telling me was true, and it is true, isn't it? About death? Quite true, Dr. Hathaway. The Magdalen Grimoire was all that the order needed. We can hold the ceremony at the next full moon. And then, no one need ever die again. June 10th, 1916. Toronto, Canada. Ellie Marston listens to her bedtime story. She knows it is only meant to entertain her. Said Tweedledum, when you're only one of the things in his dream, you know very well you're not real. It terrifies her. Kingston, Jamaica. In his father's inn, Daniel Bustamante sleeps. The shouts and songs of drunken adults do not shake his slumber. He dreams of a castle in the air above the blue mountains. A castle made of clouds. Verdun, France. Stefan Wasserman goes over the top again tonight. As soon as it's dark. He never dreamed it would be like this. Nobody told him. He lied about his age to enlist. He's almost 14. London, England. Unity Kincaid tosses between linen sheets. She dreams of a tall, dark man. His eyes burn like twin stars in her head. She mutters and whimpers. Lost in a world beyond her understanding, Unity dreams. Wych Cross, England. Roderick Burgess's waking dreams are of the power and the glory. And of death, of course. Especially death. It's midnight. It's time. Time. Huh. No one has even attempted what we will achieve tonight, Alex. To summon and imprison death. This will be a triumph for the Order, eh, Alex? Yes, Father. Father? Magus? After tonight, I'd like to see Alistair and his friends try to make fun of me. They will make no more jokes, Alex, when death is at my command. And I have the Magdalen Grimoire. Poor Professor Hathaway. Even if we fail tonight, my son, Hathaway gave us the book. He will be in our sway forever. The Royal Museum will be ours to plunder. Poor old fool. Everything is ready for the ceremony, Magus. Good. To your places, then. Let us begin. For a moment, Roderick Burgess is scared. He thinks of the effrontery of his action. To capture death, to bind the Reaper. For a moment, he hesitates, but only for a moment. I give you coin I made from a stone. I give you a song I stole from the dirt. I give you a knife from under the hills and a stick that I stuck through a dead man's eye. From out of my vein and a feather I pulled from an angel's wing. The words of the spell toll inside his head. Burgess realizes that he couldn't stop now, not even if he wanted to. I call you with names, O my lord, O my lord. I summon with poison and summon with pain. I open the way and I open the gates. Come. I summon you in the names of the old lords, Namtar, Alatsai, Morax, Nabarius, Klesh, Vipar, Maimon. We summon. From the dark they call you. Into the dark they call you. Coin and song, knife and stick. Claw and name, blood and feather. Here in the darkness. Here in the darkness. Here in the darkness. We summon you together. Come. Sleep of the Just is the name of this story. We did it. I don't believe it. We did it. No, we failed. This isn't death. Damn it to hell. Even so, I think at the end of the day, this will have been a very profitable evening's work. All right, so yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, that was fun. I love reading these. I love going back and reading these because I haven't for so long. I haven't gone back and read a lot of these, so it's pretty fun to go back and do it now. So yeah, that was fun for me. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I mangled some of the names in there, and as I was going through it, I recognized that there's a panel in there that got cut off, so I missed part of it, but it was fun. So if people like that, I might try doing that maybe every Friday, uh, and maybe look for some kind of music to play in the background at certain spots where it would be appropriate. I don't know. It'll be fun to just kind of play around with it. But if you're a fan of Neil Gaiman's stuff, I have placed links, or I will place links after the show in the description box here on YouTube, on my Facebook page, where you can, a few different bookstores, including Powell's. And Powell's is an amazing bookstore chain that is really in trouble right now because of the pandemic and having to close their physical stores. So if you're interested at all in ordering some of Neil Gaiman's stuff, whether it's the Sandman or any of his other books, I would encourage you to maybe consider buying them from Powell's first. Just saying, they're a much beloved business, and they're getting hit particularly hard because they are in no way, shape, or form the size of like Amazon or Barnes and Noble, so they could really use the help right now. And we all know that even Amazon shipping is not as quick as it normally is. So if you're going to wait for shipping anyway, why not order from Powell's? Because it probably won't take you any more time to get it delivered from them than it would even from Amazon right now. So yes, it is amazing. Yeah, his stuff is fantastic. I love his storytelling. And he's just a stand-up guy. All the work that Neil Gaiman has done on behalf of refugees, he has he's been a staunch defender of free speech and the rights of artists. He's married to Amanda Palmer, and her music isn't exactly to my taste, but she's talented. There's no denying it. She is an amazing pianist, and she can play a mean ukulele too. And she is just a sweetheart. And the two of them together are a power couple in the realm of the arts. So you should check them out. So look for ways to engage my students in the weeks to come. I mean, I think it would be a great idea. Gaiman created a graffiti scribble on the wall in the graphic novel section of Powell's. That's awesome. That's really cool. I meant pals, but Gaiman is nice too. Okay, yeah. Sorry, Sean. Mistook that for, yeah. Alrighty. But, but anyway, yeah, that's going to be it for the Friday show. I appreciate you taking time out to spend time with me this morning before you go out and about doing whatever it is you need to do today. Do me a favor if you enjoyed the show today or any of the other days this week. If you would share the link, because after the live broadcast is over, it does stay up as a link on my YouTube channel and on my Facebook page. If you would share that with your friends, just let them know, hey, there's this guy in Reno who is who started a show to help people start their day in a more positive way, just as an alternative to the really depressing news that we see all the time on local network TV. So I'd appreciate that. If you have any comments, go ahead and leave them for me down below. And yeah, that's it. So it's Friday. I will see you all back here on Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And take care. Have a great weekend. Rest up. And until next time, I'm Ken McKim. And remember that when you can choose to be anything in this world, please choose to be kind, because kindness matters. All right. Take care, everybody.